out of body experience. You're like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, this has gone beyond the realms of like what I expected to deliver. This is just some next level shit, bro. This was some next level shit, bro. Probably the greatest fight of all time, even.
Bro, no joke.
Like no joke. You can even go ahead. If someone was to make that statement, I would be like, you know what, you might have a point.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Knightz Roundtable Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. Got my guy Tooth in the building. How are you doing, sir?
What's good, bro? I've just noticed, like, I haven't got the R. Kelly lights on, but I'm still, do you know what I mean? I'm still in the shadows, bro. Man can't see me, bro. John Cena settings, bro.
I don't even think I have to give you a picture this time, bro. That's how faded out you are, bro.
Bro, do you know what? This time though, you might need to change the hue saturation or something, bro. Because you know them, man, they got programs and shit that can light up pages. And, do you get what they're looking for me, bro? I'm telling you.
You know this already, bro. We know they're always looking for you, but you keep evading them, bro.
Trust me, bro. I'm out here, bro. They can't see me, bro.
People, I did say we were going to be back. You know when Two Feet here on Nate Diaz Agenda Show, MMA connoisseur. You know when he's in the building and we are back. It's time for another edition of Fight Talk. This is the UFC 275 review show. And what a card, people. Honestly, what a card. If you didn't see it, go and watch it, because I bet when we was going through the fights, people, you were like, well, you know, not really. That's not really selling it for me. Trust me. If you missed it, go back and watch those fights, because absolute madness. And we're going to be dissecting and going through everything that took place on this card. But as usual, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscription up, all that good stuff. As I say all the time, share. We are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. Where do we start, bro? Obviously, we start with the main event. I mean, Jiri versus Glover, bro. Absolute. Listen, that if there's a fight that you want everything in, that had literally everything. Obviously, it was for the undisputed light heavyweight title. Jiri came out on top, winning by submission in the 5th round, but that doesn't even tell the story. But bro, I don't know where we start, but I'm gonna let you start, bro. Just tell us, bro, what you thought of that fight, because it was absolute madness.
Yeah, bro. I will start with a paracetamol and an ibuprofen, bro. You know what I mean? Because real talk, bro. After watching that fight, it felt like coming out of the fight. Like it did, bro. Not only that fight, that whole card, it was just fucking incredible, bro. But yeah, I don't know where to start, bro. I'm completely like dumbfounded, speechless. How do you want us to break this down, bro? Like,
bro, I don't know, bro. Listen, right, like, let's start from the beginning, right? In the preview, we both said Jiri, this unorthodox, absolute samurai Jack, didn't know what he was gonna do, just a monster. And we had Glover, and it was like, yep, Glover's been in the UFC for ages. He won the belt. Kudos to him. Now fly off into this sunset. It's a young man's game. That's what we said before the fight. Bro, I think Glover had us, because literally a man came out and said, what? Me, Mr. Experience? I'm going to go out there and absolutely destroy this thing, bro. And it was just a fight for the ages. Like, so much went on. I can't even remember what round, what happened, and whatever, and blah, 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 blah. But both men had their opportunities in the fight. At one point, listen, the stand-up game one point Glover was winning, then it was Jiri, then it was Glover, then it was Jiri, and in the 5th round it was Glover, and then on the ground, 1 minute it was Glover, the next minute it was Jiri.
Exactly, bro. You can't, bro. The best thing, like looking at it now, and thinking of something that came as nearly as close to watching that fight would probably be like the Wimbledon final between was it Roddick and Federer?
Are you talking Roddick Federer or Nadal Federer? Which one?
The one that went on for like the whole day.
Yeah, dude, that was Nadal Federer.
Was it Nadal Federer? The one that went on for like 27 sets, bro, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
And you're just there. You're just having a like out of body experience. You're like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, this is gone beyond the realms of like what I expected to deliver. This is just some next level shit, bro. This was some next level shit, bro. Probably the greatest fight of all time, even.
Bro, no joke.
Like no joke. You could even go ahead. If someone was to make that statement, I would be like, you know what, you might have a point. Because that was arguably the greatest fight of all time, bro.
Would you say, just sorry to cut you off, would you say better than Bones and Gustafsson?
All day, bro. All day, every day. All day, every day. And Bones and Gustafsson, I remember watching that, bro. We're talking a good maybe 13, 10 plus years, bro.
Yeah.
I remember everything about that fight. I remember the time it came out was when the UFC game came out. I remember Gustafsson had those like Swedish coloured trunks on. Do you know what I mean? Jones was sponsored by Nike at the time.
Yeah.
We're throwing it. We're going way back, bro. We're going way back. I remember watching that fight. And that fight, at the end of that, I was like, this is the greatest fight I've ever seen. This could be the greatest fight of all time. But Glover, like, we can't even break it down. This is the first time ever where I've come to a body and I'm just completely speechless, bro. I don't know what to say. In fact, before coming on here, bro, real talk, I had to watch like Luke Thomas. I had to watch Jack Slack because I just needed to see like someone else talk about it because I didn't know what the fuck to say about this fight, and I still don't know what the fuck to say. But if you want breakdown, just go and watch those guys, bro, because those man.
You wasn't watching your boy Joe Rogan, no?
Oh hell no, bro, hell no. But yeah, I had to watch someone else talk about it, bro, just to like get an understanding of what we saw. You get what I mean? Because it was light years beyond of any comprehension I have of the sport, bro. Like I said, it's similar to that. I'm sure it was Roddick, bro. We might need to fact check it, bro. We might need to go back and look it up. But I'm sure it was whatever game that was, the final where it went on for like 27 sets, and you're just there and you're like, what the fuck am I? You can't make this shit up. You can't even write it in a movie. Like it will be ridiculous. And the way it ended, oh my god, bro. Like the way it ended where Glover had him knocked out on his feet.
He was done.
He was out on his feet. What the, like, why did he jump to his, like, to the guillotine? Bro, and again, this is what I mean. This is why I had to go listen to the other man break it down. And when I heard their point on it, I was like, oh, it kind of makes sense. Because
is it a case of, it's not, that wasn't the first time that he did it in that 5th round. He did it before. I think it was in the 3rd as well, where he had Jiri out on his feet. And then he attempted a guillotine and he just fell on his back, bro. And I'm just like, is that a factor of Glover and his age and him being fatigued? Was that the reason?
You don't know, bro. This is what I mean. You can't tell. Because you have to think, how many strikes did he take to the fucking head in that whole fight, bro? So you have to think, all right, like under normal conditions, we may be able to analyze that decision more thoroughly. But under these conditions, it's almost like, bro, he's been hit by an 18-wheeler. He's got up. and somehow now he's on the cusp of winning. Do you know what I mean? Like, who knows why he jumped to the guillotine? All we know is everyone in the building, other than him, of course, was like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? What, like, the guy, he's done, he's finished. Like, you didn't even need to, you could have just moved out the way.
Mm.
He just would have fumbled down and fell, and you could have just finished him, or the ref would have stepped in. But it almost, he rejuvenated Jiri by jumping into the guillotine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so sad because it was only 30 seconds left of the fight, innit, bro? If he had survived those 30 seconds, he would have been and still.
Bro, all he could have just run around the cage because the fight was done. Like, Glover was up. Like, he had the fight won, and he just made that massive mistake, which you would think a guy of his experience wouldn't make. And Jiri just got him, and it's just the irony of it all, because we were saying Glover has to do the ground game and Jiri's going to keep it on the feet. We even saw it in the fight. When Glover went down, Jiri was telling him to get up because he didn't want to go to the ground. And it's ironic that it's Jiri that finished him with the rear naked choke, bruv.
It was some modified, bro, it was some sort of choke. But it wasn't your, like, conventional rear naked. It was more like a bulldog sort of choke / rear naked choke, like, mix. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he didn't have his back mounted with his hooks locked in and take his neck like that. He was somewhere on the side, like a schoolboy choke. Do you know what I mean? And it was a weird choke as well, but you knew, like, you knew Glover had given it all at that point. Like, you can't tap him. Do you get what I mean? And
he was dead.
It's funny because all the judges had him winning. And for me personally, watching that fight, I gave up scoring it around 2 minutes in. I was just like, fuck this, bro. Fuck, I'm not qualified enough. I don't get paid enough to do this, bro. Like, it was just, how the fuck are you going to score it? What are you going to score it on? But now, again, looking at it in hindsight, I can see, like, judges have a tough job, bro. They do not have an easy job. And sometimes, like, in a fight like that, you have to agree, like, okay, if it did go to the cards, you can see why Glover.
100%.
Won it. For sure.
100%. And
there we go, bruv. That's what you get, bruv. And it was like, too, like you said, the narrative wrote itself. You had this young lion, this weird, quirky dude, like this samurai. Do you get what I mean? Lives by the code of the samurai, the Bushido warrior, Musashi influence fighter. And on the other hand, you have this old brother, bruv. Oh, bruv, like, bro, they keep rubbing it in, bruv. Like, even you were doing it now, like, you were doing experience instead of old, bruv. But even in his post-fight interview, the first words that came out of Daniel Cormier's mouth, bruv, you are bare old, bruv. You're 40, whatever years old, like, you're old, bruv. You still want to keep doing it. And the thing is, you could tell Glover's just getting pissed at being asked the same fucking question. It sounded like a broken record, you know what I mean? But he's such a nice guy. He just kind of shakes it off. But you could tell he's getting at it, bruv, because he said something. Yeah. He said something snidely back to him. He was like, "Well, what do you think I was shit or something?" And then, you remember, like, in the
yeah.
He was like, do you think I'm shit? And then BC was like, "No, I think you're fucking beast." And he's like, "Well, I'm not going to retire then." So you can tell those questions are getting to him, but it's undeniable, bruv. He might be 42, bruv. He looks 78. His body looks soft. He took a lot of damage in this fight. He deserves a rematch, 100%.
Oh, I was just about to ask you, because we know how much you love rematches and trilogies, but I have to side with you in this. I think they have to run it back.
Yeah, I do. I think he deserves it. I think he fucking deserves it. But it may not be best for business, bruv. And the yarn fight is there now. Do you know what I mean? Again, in the post-fight interview, I think Jiri called him out, and then they got into like a little altercation like as he's walking out the octagon, and in the post fight press conference, Jiri was like, "Yeah, Jan's gonna get the next shot." So that's understandable as well, but it's a shame. But you could see, like, if Glover sits out, he should get the next shot.
Yeah, whoever wins out of those two. Because I'm sure if Jiri beats Jan, he'll say we have to run it back with Glover. And I'm sure if Jan beats Jiri, Jan's going to be like, I want to avenge my loss. So then I could 100% see if Glover goes and fights like a Shogun and something in the meantime and wins that. And then once Jiri fights Jan, 100%, I could see either of those two giving him one more shot back. And then I think if Glover were to lose that, we could see him off into the sunset. To be honest, but there's something I wanted to ask you specifically, because as I said, this was Jiri's third fight in the UFC. And I think in this fight in particular, we saw a lot of chinks in the armory. And one being he couldn't stop the takedown. Any chance that Glover really got to take him down, he got taken down. Obviously, he took a lot of damage in this fight. Moving forward to fight a guy like Jan, bruv, is this now a dangerous fight? Because Jan's probably looked at it and this guy thinks to himself, this guy isn't the boogeyman after all, after what Glover, and I know Glover beat Jan, but in terms of the way how Jan fights and what he saw from this fight, will that give him confidence coming up against Jiri when they eventually fight?
Yeah, absolutely. Because fighters like this have an expiry date. You know, he's been compared to like Justin Gaethje and Tony Ferguson of like heavyweight. And no matter how good those guys are, there is, like you said, there is a path to victory with these guys. And it normally does involve just taking them out of that element of chaos and war. Do you know what I mean? Which basically means putting them on their back or going into war with them and making them wilt. So, he took, I think Luke Thomas said it in his poddy, and he dropped an incredible stat, which was, and you know, I'm not a stat guy. I leave that to Rash. That's, you know, that's Rash's department, bro. But he takes 6 significant strikes per minute or some shit like that. Yeah, some shit like that, where it's like,
that's not sustainable, bruv.
And then he pulled up numbers of like other top 10 guys or top 5 guys, and like he said, like they're nowhere near that. They're nowhere near that. Like if you're a top 5 guy, you should not be taking that much damage per minute, per fucking minute, bro. Well, I can't remember what you said, but it was one of those stats, bro, where you're like, yeah, that is some Homer Simpson shit. Do you get what I mean? So he's, you know, I think he's aware of that. I think he is aware of that. And the losses that he has had have come by the sword, the same way his victories have come by the sword. But that's the kind of fighter he is. He is the guy that will try and get you with one shot and then flurry to finish you. He is that sort of guy. But everything else he does in between or leading up to that is all wild and strategic in a way, because that is like that whole Musashi samurai thing, sword fighting thing. That's what it's about. Do you know what I mean? That's really what it's about. It's about like getting your opponent, taking control of your opponent and making sure that they do not have a chance, like basically bashing their head in.
Yeah.
And you can see that in the way he fights as well. But with that, it's like, if someone can put you on your back, like Glover did, and keep you there, like Jan could, then yeah, it could be much easier than anticipated. Like he said, he might not be the boogeyman that we all expect, but we do have to respect him. We do. Like, there's no denying that. Not any, like, light heavyweight. They're not like that, bro. They're not built like that. And this is a very prestigious division, bro. This is from like the birth of the UFC. The light heavyweight division is the division.
Yeah.
It is the one and the only division. Do you get me? It is the one and only division. None of the other divisions matter. Real talk. Like I say that with all due respect, but at the same time, I don't. Like no one gives a fuck. Like when you go back and look at the champions of that division, who fought at that division, the pioneers of that division, the icons of that, the people that laid the foundation fought for that division. We're talking about Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture, Tito Ortiz, Rampages, Shoguns, the Cheetahs, Evans. Like we could keep going on. John Jones, Gustafsson, Daniel Cormier. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, brother. So many legends of that division, and it's at that. Like you may see it in the lighter weight classes, like wars like that. You may see it at weight, you may see it at middleweight or whatever, but you rarely see fights like that at light heavyweight and heavyweight. You get what I mean? There's not a lot of back. There's not, those exchanges don't happen. Like that was more like a. You remember when Joanna fought Zhang the first time, where it was back and forth madness, bro.
Yeah.
It's prestigious, bro. What they put on that night was fucking prestigious, and it lived up to the glory of that division. Do you know what I mean? Which cemented it even more. It rubber stamped it even more that, light heavyweight will always be the apex of the division. No matter what, this is the division that needs all the attention. Everyone's eye should be on this division. But it's a shame, bro, because, like, having said that, no one knows who the fuck Glover and Jiri are. And this is where you can talk about, like, they may have not done the best pay-per-view numbers, but in terms of the traffic that they're going to get now.
100%. Once people see what's going on, once people see what's gone on and all the comments and stuff on YouTube and various other platforms, bruv, it's gonna be nuts, the numbers that they do, because it was one of the cards that were being slept on. And we know when the UFC have cards that's being slept on, they're usually one of the best. So people, as we said, 100%, if you haven't seen the fight, you need to go and watch it, because it is absolute chaos. And I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it from start to finish. And congratulations for Jiri for winning the belt, coming light heavyweight champion, and commiserations to Glover. And hopefully, at some point before he retires, because as Tu said, he's bare old, bruv. He gets a one more shot before he goes back to Brazil, bruv, off into the sunset. But we need to move on to the co-main event that happened, and that is Valentina Shevchenko versus Taylor Santos for the flyweight title.
Bruv, listen, I'm just taking over from here. Because I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. Bro, we all know that's my gal, bro. Like, that is my day uno. But and trust me, bro, like before we came on air, we were talking about specifically when they were calling out the results for that fight. Bruce Buffer is a fucking cunt, bro. He knows how to make your fucking asshole pucker up, bro, with suspense, bro. Shout out to the OG, bro. Because, bro, you know when he was calling out that results, bro. And still, bro, I'm telling you, the suspense. Like, I wanted to fucking headbutt a wall, bro. Like, John Jones getting arrested. Do you get what I mean? Like, I was pissed, bro. But I was elated. I was so happy Shevchenko won.
Yeah.
Trust me, I was. But now, after the hangover, after the honeymoon, you know what I mean? Like 24 hours later, bro, I have to, do you know what? I have to pump the brake. You get me? The handbrakes is on. I'm taking out the key to the ignition, and I'm going on foot from here on out, bro. This Shevchenko bandwagon is left behind, bro. Behind, bro. Let that marinate, bro. I'm pissed, bro. Listen, long story short, bro. She won that fight because of a headbutt. The girl stopped fighting after that headbutt, bro. Like, I hate to say it, bro.
No, it's true. It's true. I can't deny it, bro. I agree.
You can't deny it, bro. You cannot deny it, bro. And this is why I'm pissed, bro, because she was getting peppered. She was, and I was trying to score the rounds for Shevchenko. Trust me, I was. But real talk, bro. Like we got like there's a fine line between being biased and being rash. You get what I mean? And like, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. So this is me being biased. Do you get what I mean? This is me being biased towards Shevchenko. And but I'm keeping it all the way 100 as well. Like, if she did, and whether it be accidental, all right, which we will put apologetically, sympathetically, let's say it was accidental. Because who knows? I don't know. Looking at that on the replay, you can't really tell if it was, Shevchenko.
Give her the benefit of the doubt.
Anyone that, yeah, bro. Listen, man. This is what one bit of like casuals need to understand, bro. When you see dirty shots, sometimes, like more often they're not, they're intentional, bro. These guys are in the gym all the time. They know all the tricks. Trust me, bro. Know exactly what they're doing sometimes. So more often than not, you nailed it on the head. You have to take it as benefit of the doubt. So yeah, let's say after that, that girl stopped fighting, bro. And looking at her face, bro, half of her face was hanging off the side, bro. Like, I don't know what the post-fight medical reports are, but that looked like a broken orbital. And the way she fought on from that, yeah, seemed like it was a broken orbital. This girl didn't throw a punch, she kicked, she didn't do anything. She just stopped fighting, bro. Which pisses me off even more, bro, because Shevchenko's meant to believe he's like elite Eastern European fucking Black Widow killer assassin, and she couldn't take out a half blinded, wounded fucking Brazilian Michael Bisping transgender, whatever the fuck. Like, she couldn't even take that out, bro. Like, that pissed me off, bro. So nah, shit. And then, bro, the audacity to call out fucking Misha Tate, bro. The audacity to call out fucking Misha Tate in 2022, bro. This is like fucking me saying,
who called out Misha Tate?
Fucking, Shevchenko, bro.
Oh, is it? Hold on. Whoa. And do you know what? I didn't see the post-fight. But I didn't know she called out me. Why is she calling out Misha Tate? You got mute, bro. You got mute.
Oh, shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I was just getting some messages on WhatsApp. Yeah, bro. So basically, after the fight, Shevchenko had the audacity to call out the winner of Misha Tate versus Lauren Murphy.
Yeah.
Misha Tate, bro, she needs to sit her ass back down in 2016, bro. Like, this is 2022, bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Lauren Murphy is this T-Rex looking bitch.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Lauren Murphy. Who? Who the fuck is that, bruv? Like, these girls are only there to fill the division because there's no one there to supplement Shevchenko. That's all it is. Now that we finally have someone that is like check their temperature, bruv, we're just gonna bypass her like she's one of these other fucking cones, these fucking tomato cans that Shevchenko's already crushed. That's unfair, bruv. This girl was winning that fight. She was gonna win that fight. And Shevchenko, bruv, looked bland, bro. Let's keep it real. She threw like 56 spinning wheel kicks. None of them landed. Do you get what I mean? These like fucking pitty-patty leg kicks. Do you get what I mean? Like, there was nothing on them. And then she, all right, ratings to her. She did get a takedown in the third or the fourth round. But that was after the girl's eye was broke. But before the girl's eye was broke, every fucking grappling exchange, she got schooled.
Yeah.
Like every single, she got fucking schooled. Yeah.
She couldn't stop the takedowns.
She couldn't, bruv. She couldn't get out of them. Bruv. Do you know what? It reminded me of Aljo versus Peter Yan, bruv, in a way. You remember when Aljo had the backpack on Peter Yan, bruv? And even though like you're backing Peter Yan, whatever, but it's like, nah, bruv, he's got your back. Like that's like, even if you're defending and punching or whatever, like you have to score the round to the person that's got the backpack. Like there's no other way of scoring that. So basically, essentially, bruv, she was capped. The whole thing was kept, like, from start to finish. Even though at the time I was rooting for her, supporting her, backing her, I was so happy she won. I still am happy she won. But real talk, like, there's a part of me which is like, if we're keeping it real, that girl, she could have won that fight, man. And she would have, in my opinion, if she didn't get it on the wrong end of a headbutt.
No, 100%. No, I don't. Listen, people, I don't disagree with anything Tu said. Like, you can watch the fight. Like, I was scared for Shevchenko because I'm just watching this and I'm like, every time this girl takes you down, you can't do anything. You can't get back up. This is the same girl that everyone said she has to stand up and trade. She couldn't take you down. It was banter when she said it, but she did it and she held you down. I think her ground time in the first 2 rounds was like 3 minutes and 50 or so, or something mad like that. And then I think it was in the third, or was it in the early fourth, that the headbutt took place. And then obviously I was shut from then. And then Shevchenko only really did it in the fifth, where she took her down, had her down, and I think that's what in the end gave her the victory. But I agree completely with Tooth. If Santos's eye doesn't close, she wins it. And it's one of them ones where I think Valentina had one of them Amanda Nunes moments where she just went in the fight thinking she was going to win. And it so happened that Santos went, she was ready, and Shevchenko just managed to get away with it. She got away with murder there. And I think that's a complete disrespect to Santos, obviously, for what you said, for her to be calling out Miesha Tate or Laura Murphy. Like, you need to run that back because you didn't win the fight clearly. Like, that third judge had it like 49-46. Don't ask me who that was, why it was so wide. Because that don't make no fucking sense. Like, no fucking sense, bro.
Trust me. What fight were you watching, bro?
I'm telling you, but listen, I'm the same as Tooth. I'm happy Shevchenko won. I was nervous. I thought that this was going to be more straightforward than what it was. And then I thought that Shevchenko would have then called out the winner of Nunes and Pena when they fight. I think it's at 2-7, Tooth or something like that. Yeah. I thought she would have called the winner of that out, but obviously if she's calling Miesha Tate and Murphy, I think she realizes that she's probably not ready for that yet. But now they have.
You're right. I would have had more respect if she called out the winner of Nunes and Pena. I would have had more respect because that would have made more sense.
It would have made more sense because that's what was being said. It was being said, she's going to deal with this Santos girl, and there's only one fight to have. Whoever wins out of Nunes and Pena. That was what was being said. But now it looks like she's trying to fight somebody before she fights one of those two. And it's just like, I think that Santos made her look a little bit mortal and she wasn't the one that she is supposed to, was feared as much as she was before. But nah. Uncle Dana, she has to run that back with Santos. She cannot get away with, Santos deserves a rematch. And obviously, let's hope that it isn't a broken orbital. Because if it's not, and it's just like massive swelling and a little bit of damage, they can run that back again. Whereas obviously with a broken orbital, it's going to take her longer to come back. But hopefully it's not, and they have to run. I'm with you on this one, bro. They have to do the run it back, do the rematch, the trilogy, quadruple, whatever, bro. They have that one
100, bro. Call Dana, bro. Call fucking Dana now, bro. Tell him. Fucking get him on the phone. Call him.
I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, no, for real, man. For real. Because, look, man, before this fight, I know we were clowning around and stuff, but I did say this chick might be worthy, bro. So, like, I can't recall her fights, but I just remember her blitzing through girls in the division and making it look easy. And that question was answered, like, last night, bro. That question was like, yeah, she is fucking worthy, bro. Do you know what I mean? And she was a problem. She was a big problem for Shevchenko. And now they've just like the way Shevchenko's gone about is just completely dismissed this girl, like as if like it was, like I said, another tomato can that she crushed when it clearly wasn't. And you got to ask yourself, like, what, is she shook to run it back because she knew she was in so much trouble? Do you know what I mean? Because there was no way, there was no way she looked comfortable in the first 2-3 rounds of that fight.
Not at all.
Like we were scared, bro. Me and my boy were watching it, bro. We were scared, and bro, we literally, when they called out the results, we were doing backflips. That's how happy we were, because we kind of knew, like, I don't want to use the term robbery, but it felt like one of those ones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It felt like, fuck, we need a miracle for Shevchenko to win. And it happened. It happened. She got the headbutt, and it worked out in her favor from that point out. But from now on, bruv, I'm out. You know, I'm bopping it from here on out, bruv. The keys are left in the ignition. Whoever wants to take it up. Like, all good with me, bruv. But yeah, a lot of flaws were exposed. I just see it differently now, bruv. Do you know what I mean? After letting it marinate for 24 hours, I'm like, raw. Like I said, 57 spinning wheel kicks, none of them connected, pity-patty leg kicks, like maybe 1 or 2 good check hooks in fucking, 5 rounds? No grappling, no takedown, like nothing. Like, you like, hold on a second. Like, maybe, dare I say it, you're not as good as... I know, bruv. I know. I can see your face. Bruv, dare I say it? Maybe you're not as good as we all thought you were. But that is, that is extreme for now. I will admit. However, yeah, either run it back with Santos or shut the fuck up and wait for Nunes or Pena. But no one wants to see fucking Misha Tate in 2022, bruv. This ain't, do you know what I mean? This ain't Real Madrid with Carvajal, bro. Like, enough of that, bro. Like, I want to see Pena and Nunes and fucking Shevchenko fight at the same time, bruv.
Man said triple threat.
The proper, bruv. Proper. Throw them all in at the same time, bruv.
I heard
Throw Santos in there as well, bro.
Fatal four-way in that.
Yeah, trust me, bro. Tag team in that, bro. Fucking Royal Rumble, Battle Royale, all of that, bro. Nah, but yeah. Speaking of the ladies, though, man, that next fight, bro. I want you to do me a favor, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna actually, you can take this part out, bro. But I'm gonna send you a picture of what I want as my thing, bro. What I want, bro. You know, in the last one, you put Joanna's big ass forehead, yeah. I want you to put Joanna's like stiff, knocked out body in this one, bro. Bro, because you know the way she hit the canvas, bro. I swear to God, yeah, bro. You remember when Wiley Coyote would be chasing Roadrunner or something, and then he'd hit a fucking wall, bro. I was just like, yo. That's what she looked like, bro. It was like she got hit with the spinning back fist, yeah. Bro, she got hit with the spinning back fist, yeah. Made that pose, and then just literally fell into that. Bro, you nailed it. You fucking with your prediction on that one. Because you were like, what was it? Second round finish, right? For the
Yeah,
man. She just sparked that out cold, bro. Sparked it into retirement, bro.
Well, yeah, literally. Obviously, the third fight, the people's fight, was Zhang Weili versus Joanna, and Joanna making a comeback after the last fight 2 years ago. And yeah, it was difficult to watch, but you just saw that Zhang Weili had been fighting throughout, and Joanna was just coming back, and she just couldn't get anywhere near her. And as Tu said, the spinning back fist that literally sparked her out cold, and she just
That's
fell
how
face
you do
first.
it, bro. Speaking of spinning back fists, bruv, yeah, Shevchenko should take a page out of Zhang Weili's book, bruv. That's how you throw a fucking spinning back fist, bruv. Time to perfection. Slipped the punch, rolled with it, came around the other side with it. It wasn't even a fist, bruv. It was a forearm. Forearm straight to the angle of the jaw, bruv. Right on the button, light switch the fuck off, bruv. One-way ticket back to Bydgoszcz, Poland, bruv. You get me? Like, out of here, bruv. Gone, finished. And this is, and I love both of these girls. You know what I mean? Like, they are both, for me, like my favorite fighters in the women's division. So this is no knock on Joanna. We talked about it before as well. We knew that ring rust was going to play a factor. We knew there was a lot of mileage on her career. And we also talked about out of her last 5 fights, she lost 4 of them.
Exactly.
Or 3 of them. I can't remember what it was. But
she lost 4 of her last 6.
4 of her last 6, exactly. Coming into this one, she had lost 3 of her last 4. Right? So we knew like this was going to be an uphill battle for her, bro. And that's the thing, man. When you take time away from the sport and you come back, you realize the chasm of how far like it's progressed since you were bounced. These people have been in the gym every day, taking fights with other champions and putting in that work. And you've come back to even a more stacked, more deadlier division than when you left it. So, and that was all proven. That was all proven, man. And it's a shame because Joanna did have certain good moments in the first round. She did have a few good moments. She did look out of place as well, but you know, you had a little bit of hope because once she got her bearings about her, you know, once she had a little bit more time in the ring to shake off the cobwebs, you were like, oh shit, all right, okay. You know, by the end of the first round, she was looking like fucking Damian Marley, but still, like, all right, okay. Like, she was still in the fight, but then in that second round, bro, Zhang she just turned up, bro. She just turned up. Bro.
She just said, fuck it.
Trust me, Communist China just turned up on the fucking islands of Taipei, bro. Like, they just turned up, bro. They just did not give a fuck. And, yeah, bro, that punch, bro, that, whatever it was, a forearm, whatever it was, elbow, like, could even be knockout of the year.
No, I don't blame you. Like, what I think that, and obviously Jiri is one of was it Reyes?
Yeah, but that was last year, no?
Was that last year?
What was that?
I thought it was earlier in the year. I thought it was January.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, fuck, you're right. Yeah. Shit. Ooh. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. That is tough.
Nah, it is. But obviously, Zhang Weili got the victory, so we are probably looking at her now fighting. Oh shit! What was her name? Yeah, Carla Esparza for the title. So another title shot for Zhang Weili, which is fine. I just wanted to get your thoughts on Joanna. Obviously, after the fight, she laid her gloves down in the octagon. Said she's done. She's retiring. She's finished with the sport. Finished with a record of 16-5. Obviously, was champion. Had a spell where she was absolutely dominant. How will Joanna be remembered in the women's division in the UFC?
As probably the first queen of strawweight. Period. No one's been on the same title run she's been on since she's lost the title. The title has been hot potato. So she still serves as arguably the queen of strawweight. You know, you could argue to a certain extent that the level of competition that she fought earlier was not to the standard of the time that it is now, the talent that it is now. However, you can't deny that at the time when she was fucking these women up, she was light years ahead of the fucking game back then. It's a shame. I feel like she could have been capitalized more. Do you know what I mean? In Poland at the time, I didn't see one fucking billboard. I didn't see one like TV advert. I didn't see nothing. You know, they could have really banked in on her at the time when she was like on a 5 or 6 fight title run. You know, they done it to Lewandowski, they done it to Gortat. They were there on all the posters. They should have milked Joanna when they had the chance to. So it's a shame because I feel like she could have been a massive star.
Yeah,
a huge star. Like Ronda Rousey levels. Do you know what I mean? But it never happened. But yeah, all in all, she should hold her head up high and walk off into the sunset. Maybe it is the best decision. She knew after she got sparked out there and then. I feel like she knew. Yeah. Like, fuck it. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah. And I think she also knew she can't take any more damage, bro, after the first fight and what happened with that hematoma, bro. I think Zhang Weili, I think if it would have went to 3 rounds and points, I don't think she probably would have harmed the gloves, but I think the way that she got sparked out, I think she just said, you know what? It's my time. I've had my time. It's my time to go look after her health. And I think she just realized. So I think it's the right time for her to bow out. And as you said, the first queen of strawweight, she's going to be a UFC legend. Probably will eventually get put in the UFC Hall of Fame, especially with the dominant run that she had in the division and the names that she had as well. But I think time has moved on, and I definitely think that she's done it at the right time.
But let me just say this, man. Nowadays, you know, with retirements, they don't mean shit, bruv.
Yeah.
Like everyone comes out of retirement, bruv. Ronda Rousey, to a certain extent, she came out. I mean, she didn't officially retire, but she took a long hiatus, then came back against Nunes. Conor McGregor retired, he came back. Fucking Cejudo retired, he came back. Miesha Tate retired, she came back. So many people fucking Gustafsson retired, came back. Rumble retired, came back. Like everyone's retiring and then coming back. Do you know what I mean? So who knows? Who knows? The climate of today's fight game, these guys are always coming. Fucking Evander Holyfield came out of retirement, bro. Mike Tyson and all these fucking pre-diabetic hypertension fucking boxers with Alzheimer's now are coming out of fucking Frank Bruno might come out of retirement, bro. Who the fuck knows, bro? The way things are looking, bro. Frank Bruno might come out of retirement, bro, and fight fucking KSI. So you get me, bro. Joanna might come back and fight again. But yeah, I'm not unhappy with her retiring. In fact, I'm very happy. I think, you know what, man, good on you. You can't take it anymore. It's a young woman's game, and you've served your time, and you've done more than enough for the sport and for yourself as a career. So yeah, man.
100%. And Joanna, thank you what you've done for the UFC, and enjoy the retirement. And Zhang Weili will probably get her title fight against Carla Esparza next. You want to go through the rest of the card quickly?
I only just saw the main card, man, and it was really good. There was an unknown sort of Australian guy called Jack Della Maddalena. I think it was some fucking Sopranos godfather name. And he fought Emiv, which is this Dagestani Russian wrestler kind of guy. He knocked him out with a dirty body shot. Dirty. I think it was the first round. And Meave had got him in a submission. I can't remember what he had got him in. I think it was an armbar or triangle or something. He had him in something, and or an anaconda choke, something like that. And the guy got out of it and then just peppered him on the feet. Finished in the first round, caught him with a dirty body hook, like you know the ones with barbecue sauce on there. Straight to the ribs.
Bruv, them ones that fold you.
Yeah, the guy exactly, bruv. The guy folded. He just dropped like as soon as it, and it, you know when you watch it on slow mo, you're like, bruv, that didn't even touch you, bruv. You're bare soft. But you know, if you've ever taken one of those shots, you just know it just
Mm.
shuts you down, bro. The guy literally folded there and then. And then the second fight was Jake Matthews, again, another Australian, another, let's say, prospect in the welterweight division, I want to say. He fought, can't remember who he fought. It was another contender as well. But yeah, the Portuguese dude, Andre Filial. Now, this guy, he's only had like 1 or 2 fights in the UFC. His first fight was against Michel Pereira. And his second fight, I can't remember who it was against, but I think he knocked the guy out. Now, he is as basic as they come. Bro, the guy is a boxer in UFC shorts. Like, he doesn't... Bro, he's in the wrong sport. I'm telling you, he's in the wrong sport, bro. All he does is throw punches. Like, he doesn't kick, he doesn't grapple, he doesn't submit. It's just, he's literally a boxer in you. He's Balrog, bro. He's Balrog from Street Fighter, bro. And they were proper riding this dude's nutsack throughout the whole build up, the walkout, even during the fight when he's getting his ass whipped. Like, you know, when you hear like bias all the time, they're like, they're trying to make it sound like he knows what he's doing, and you're watching it and you're like, bro, the guy's getting his fucking ass kicked, bro. What are you on? And then in the second round, Jake Matthews finished him, like sparked him out cold. He also folded as well. Mm-hmm. And then obviously Joanna fight and then everything else that happened. But yeah, it was a great card. It was an honor to fucking see madness on that level.
No, 100%.
Yeah, I'm not even looking forward to the next UFC. Like, I'm done with UFC for a bit, bro. We might need to cancel this podcast, bro. I'm done. This card was so good, bro. It was so good. I'm done. It's like taking magic mushrooms, bro. You just like, after you take them, you're just done. It's it. Yeah. It's a wrap. You're not gonna do nothing else. You're just gonna live life healthy, bro.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. But people, don't listen to two. We will be back for the preview of UFC 276 because it's another stacked card that we've got to look forward to. But people, let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know what you think about that madness between Jiri and Glover. Does Glover deserve a rematch, or does he need to retire? Jiri versus Jan. Let us know what you think about that and the prospect of that happening in Eastern Europe. Let us know what you think about Shevchenko versus Santos. Does Santos deserve to have a rematch? Well, she definitely does. If Shevchenko dodging her, is she dodging her by calling out Misha Tate and Laura Murphy? And Zhang Weili obviously getting her shot against Esparza now. But let us know what you think of Joanna. Is she the GOAT in the women's division? Or is she one of the top ones? Is it the right time for her to retire? People, we want to hear from you. So make sure you put your comments in the comment section. And as usual, before we go, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up. As I say all the time, share. We are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. I want to say thank you very, very much to my guy, Tooth. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you very much, sir.
Safe, bro. Always a pleasure, man. Can't wait for the next one, bro.
100. People coming up. I'll be back with Footy Chat with ST. Fingers crossed, people. We should be going live with that one. Fingers crossed. So we're going to try and get that sorted. Obviously, NBA is slowly coming to a wrap. So NBA talk will be back when we wrap up the season.
Bro,
hopefully.
Off air, I've got to ask you a couple questions about that, bro, because I'm shitting my pants about this final, bro. I've got money on the Celtics, bro. They better fucking win, bro.
Nah, 100. But yeah, so NBA talk could happen this weekend, or if it's not this weekend, people, it will definitely be next week because the finals will definitely be over by then. So look forward to that as well. And we will be having a preview to Wimbledon as well as it's coming up very soon. So we got plenty of content coming for you people. But as usual, people, stay safe, be safe out there, and we shall see you very, very soon. Peace.